Hi, I'm Rachel Leonard, editorial director of the Bridal Council. This is New York Luxury Bridal Fashion Week, and day two. Sarah Schreiber, digital editor of Martha Stewart Weddings, is with me right now, and we are going to talk about some of the collections we just saw a couple hours ago. How are you, Sarah?
I'm doing well, Rachel. How are you? Thank you for
Good.
having me.
Oh, our pleasure. It's just, it's a beautiful day out, and we're inside doing digital all day long. But what can you do?
What can you do? We're
It
almost
should be
there.
raining, right?
I know, right, right. I wish we had had that, but you know what? That's okay. Now we all have nice lighting. You have a beautiful background, but at
Oh,
least I have some
I
natural
sip
light
and
to work with
repeat.
today. Yeah, exactly.
Compliment to the Bridal Council. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's
Right,
start.
right.
Let's start with Eisenstein. Tell me your thoughts about the collection.
Definitely. Definitely. I do miss write I have to say I miss writing on my program. Taking notes on your laptop is just not the same as, watching a show and scribbling away. But Eisenstein, I mean, I think the first thing that captured me was that beyond the setting, beyond where it was shot, it's so oceanic, right? Like it's so beachy in kind of a different way. Like I was watching the Atelier, Jimmy Choo this morning, and a few of the opening looks like they were very blue. They were very in structure, they felt oceanic, right? They had that kind of like sea wave shape.
Right?
But for Eisenstein, it's kind of more like the fruit of the sea, right? You have these beautiful pearl encrusted garments that are, I think we've seen pearls in the past, but I really liked how some of the dresses kind of interpreted that motif differently. So there was like a cinched waist, right, with pearls dangling,
Mhm,
or
mhm.
a cinched strap. So it was just kind of new ways to use these, I think, very like buzzy pieces. I think pearls are very big right now.
I love
Um,
that. I love. It was very modern, really modern,
Very
and
modern.
a new, like you said, a new way of using pearls. Not expected.
Yeah.
It's
And it
great.
was and it was definitely not, I mean, the collection wasn't one note. I don't think it was just pearls or just oceanic. There was a celestial number, there were star covered, there was metallic lace. And I know Eisenstein is kind of known for like their sexy, daring type of necklines and high slits. And they had that. I mean, if you want to get married on the beach and you kind of want to make a splash, that's the label for you. Do it 100%.
That's so true. I thought it was very beautiful. And tell me about Kosovo.
Kozaba, so what first hit me, I mean, when I was watching the opening of the show, I was like, oh, that's so classic. That's so great, you know? And it had like the little tie, and it was an A-line, but I think there was like a halter component. And I think a lot of the collection read that way. But what I took away from it was that there was really something for everyone.
Mhm.
You had that classic beat, but then you also had, oh, what was the name of it? The ashak. It
Mhm.
was like this caped sleeve, silver dripping. It almost looked like a sage silver embroidery. That was the number that really stood out to me. I was like, whoa, this isn't just, a classic for everyone collection. There are some standouts here.
And
But no,
I
go
was
ahead.
just going to say, by the way, this is a brand new ready-to-wear collection for him.
Right, right. This was Yemi has been designing, I think, for forever, and he came over from the UK, launched in New York City a few years ago, I think in 2016. And I know that this is like a new ready to wear thing, and I think it really hits that note of really being ready to wear and really having something for everyone. You had that beautiful yellow mini that I just felt would be so great for like a springtime bridal shower. You had what else? That very sleek pantsuit that could be so great for a rehearsal dinner with the lace sticking out of it. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
really, there was not only something for everyone, but something for every event.
For
So
all
I
the
think
other
that's
events,
great.
exactly. And those short dresses they look so twirly.
So twirly and such a fun color. Such a fun color for
I know.
someone
I
who,
really like that one too. That creamy color one. It was like, oh, that's
yeah, yeah. In the
beautiful.
video, it read more as cream, and then flat, it looks more yellow. But I think it could be so. I mean, however, whatever it is, I think it's such a great look. So different, so nice.
And I think it had a little corset in the back too.
Yeah,
Little
yeah, yeah.
eyelets
Little
or something.
Bridgerton-y, right?
Yeah,
We're all thinking about that.
exactly. And Yumi Katsura.
Very, very daring, very bold. I've noticed some statement sleeves. I mean, again, not, we've seen them before, but interpreted differently, like a puff here. I've seen some cutout sleeves. This just takes it to a whole other level. You're talking like sleeves down to the floor. It's like forget a cathedral length train. You don't need it. You have your sleeves.
Like
Um,
deep
yeah, right, like very like
Verte, deep.
I'm arrived. I just kept thinking like that's the kind of dress that you would want to wear like if you were having like like these post-COVID weddings, right? Like I think we're all ready for those. I think when they happen, they're going to be big, they're going to be dramatic, they're going to be bold, and brides that kind of want to monopolize on that sentiment and get in there, like that's for them. These types of dresses that are super boned and corseted but have those really big beautiful skirts and all the drama 100%.
I
That's
totally agree with you.
yeah,
Yes, I think it's going to be a a breakout once they get there. I really believe that. I
it
mean, it's
is.
o-
I
over the
Big
top for
bold,
some, right?
over the top, exactly. No more like I mean, I think there are gonna be some residual, like I think like midi length dresses are gonna be really great. And I think people will still have small weddings. I think that's what we've taken away is, small doesn't have to mean not special. Small can be really special.
It could be more
It can,
special, actually.
it
You
can
can
be
put more of your budget into it, right?
absolutely. You can make it more personal and you have more leeway with your dress then, right? You have more options. But yes, but I do think there is going to be room for that big blowout, that big blowout gown. And I think I'm looking forward to seeing that from an editor perspective too.
Absolutely.
Miss those.
There's definitely a shift in the air that's going to happen. Thank you
Sure.
so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Welcome. Of
And
course.
I hope you have a very good market.
Thank
And
you.
thank you for speaking with me today.
Of course. Thank you for having me, Rachel. Have a good rest of your afternoon.
Thank you, you too. Bye bye, Sarah.